Man, I was driving down here and I saw a sign there. It said $20 helicopter rides. That doesn't seem right. Would you get on a $20 helicopter ride? You would? Oh, you're wild. I wouldn't. That means the pilot's getting paid what, like $7? That seems dangerous. I don't know. I don't know if they got enough gas to get me off the ground, so it's hard to say. But anyways, I'll look at the reviews first. As long as nobody died, I guess it's fine. You did it? Oh man, how was it?
Like 45 minutes, something like that.
They just go up and they go.
A small circle and then take it right back down.
That's it?
Yeah.
And nobody died?
Used to know more.
Oh man, that would freak me out. I don't know. How high did you guys go?
High enough.
High enough, yeah. $20, $1 a foot. Here we go, getting up there. I feel like that's not a thing you want to get a discount on, but that's just me. But anyways. Well, I don't know if you guys can tell from my accent, but I'm originally from Michigan. Yeah, if you meet anybody from Michigan, let me tell you, they love one thing more than anything. It is to show you where they're from on the hand map. Yeah, they can't get enough of it, I tell you. Yeah, so people ask me, they go, oh, no, I hear you're from Michigan. What part? And I'll be like, I'm from Detroit. So. That's how you know it's real, guys. Yeah, the other day, my girlfriend tried to trick me into playing a game of Fuck, Marry, Kill. Yeah, she wanted me to admit that theoretically I'd be willing to get married. So. Yeah, you got to be vigilant, Actually, we went to a wedding the other day, and of course, I don't like to do that because people are like, when are you guys getting married? I'm like, haha, never, Anyways, the bride and her father are coming down the aisle, and my girlfriend, Tina, she starts crying, Oh, Tina, are you crying because it's so beautiful? And she's, well, no, my father passed away, as you know, and I thought, well, man, when I get married, who's going to take me down the aisle? And I said, I wouldn't worry about it. We have fun, guys. We have fun. Anyway, she was out of town recently and needed me to go pick up her prescription ointment, and that's all she told me there. So, anyways, I go into the H-E-B and I go, hey, yeah, I'm here to pick up my girlfriend's ointment. And they go, okay. What kind of ointment? And I was just like, yeah, I don't know. Okay, well, what's her name? I go, okay, Tina. I was like, okay, yeah, we got it right here. Just a couple of quick security questions. Just go ahead and type in her birth date. This is tricky. It's okay. We got other security questions for you here. Just, what are the color of her eyes? Oh, wow. Shoot. Don't really put me on the spot here. It's fine. Just go ahead and tell us her middle name. Man. They're like, okay, we got everything. Here's the ointment. And I was like, what? I don't know any of that stuff. And they're like, oh, yeah, we definitely confirm you're her boyfriend. So, if I was a scammer, yeah, I would have known all that stuff. We have fun, guys. Anyways, good news. I recently quit smoking. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I switched over to doing those Zyn pouches. I don't know if that's really healthier. They're not allowed to say it's healthier because of lawsuits, but I think they're healthier, You're not breathing in smoke and stuff. And I was reading an article about it, and they're saying that if you do the Zyns, you put it up in your gums there, and eventually it'll distend your gum line. That's something people are worried about. And so they've been taking the Zyn pouches, and they've been putting them up their butts. And I get the appeal. It's like a York peppermint patty on your back door there. Plus nicotine, so. But again, people aren't worried about distended butt, I guess. Yeah, in that same article, I read that guys are taking those Zyn pouches and they're putting them in their foreskins. Yeah, they're calling it a Zyn. And I get the appeal. Again, it's like a York peppermint patty on your front door there, Plus nicotine. So. But I must caution you, it is addicting. Taste of that nicotine, yeah. Again, in this, I read, again, I can't do this. I don't have a foreskin. But again, guys are taking the Zyn pouches, they're putting them in their foreskin, and they're sharing them with a friend. In the butt. Yeah, they're calling that Zyn docking, so. I know, it's all new stuff here, you guys, Yeah, doctors are basically saying, don't do that, it's bad for your skin. I guess what I'm saying is Jesus died for our sins. But he only died for the ones he knew about at the time. So. Again, if he came back again, he'd be like, you guys are doing your what with your what now? That's a sin I couldn't even have conceived of. That's not covered. Sinners. Yeah. Well, and two, a lot of people know you're not supposed to smoke when you're pregnant. I think pretty much everybody knows that. But you can sin if you want to. You just have to put it up your butt. Because then it's like below the baby, you see. That's just science, guys. You'll catch on there, man. Anyway, recently I turned 40. I thought, man, I should start working on my health. And I used to be a power lifter back in high school, so I thought, well, I'll just pick up where I left off. So anyways, I put 400 pounds up on the squat rack, okay? And I'm going, it's going pretty good, I'm knocking out a couple reps there, and then when I get done, my balls kind of hurt. I was like, good, that means the testosterone's kicking in. That's what you want, trying to get jacked, Then the next day I woke up and my stomach kind of hurt, I was like, I wonder if I gave myself a hernia. Well, pro tip, guys, if you do get a hernia, it's not just gonna go away, okay? You have to get a surgery, and they're about $8,000. So yeah, that's when I realized I absolutely do not have a hernia. This looks pretty normal, right? Well, again, it's hard to know what to do with your health there. I've been taking the lion's mane's mushrooms, It's supposed to gas the brain up there. I know that's working, because I keep remembering to buy it, so. Yeah, it's hard to know what to eat, For years, I was cooking with canola oil. Oh, yeah. Told that's a seed oil, That's like poison. That's like engine grease, So I had to switch over to a nice, healthy olive oil, But then my girlfriend looked at the olive oil I bought. She's like, this is like the garbage olive oil. You got to get the virgin cold pressed 3 times more expensive one. That's what's good, Okay, so that's like $37 a liter or something. So I'm cooking with that. But then I watched a YouTube video, and they said that if you cook olive oil at too high of a temperature, it will oxidize it. And apparently oxygen is like poison for your body. So I had to switch over to coconut oil. That's got a higher smoke point, But then I go into the doctor there, and he's like, my God, your LDL cholesterol is just off the charts. What, have you been eating coconut oil or something? You got to switch over to nice healthy seed oil like canola oil. Well, now what? I don't know. Fish oil? It's hard to know, but. Yeah, I started taking a total B vitamin. 1 pill, all the B vitamins that you can need, okay? Pop that in, feeling pretty good. Thing is, a couple hours later, I went to use the bathroom. I can only describe the color as like highlighter liquid. Oh, well, at least I know it's working, that's good. I looked at the back of the bottle. It said it had 87,000% of the B vitamins you need for 1 day. I was like, I don't know a lot about percentages, but that seems high. Why don't we just shoot for like 100%, Got 1 pill, I took enough B vitamins for Canada, so. That seems kind of a waste, Well, anyways. I'm working on my health, and I've been getting into the cold plunges, And around my apartment building, I'm known as the guy who swims in the unheated pool when it's cold. That's literally all people know about me where I live. They're like, there he is. That's the guy who swims in the unheated pool when it's cold. Look how hairy and masculine he is. I wish he'd come over and fuck me. Yeah, that's me where I live, I walked by the pool the other day. Guess what? The pool was closed, So I talked to the maintenance guy. Hey, why is the pool closed there? He goes, oh, yeah. We checked the filters, and we found a bunch of what we hope is beard hair. Also, we found an irregular amount of B vitamins, so here's a bill for 1,000 gallons of water. I was like, that could be anybody, you know. You're the only guy we see swimming in the pool when it's cold, you know. No, there's a bunch of us, you know. Well, anyways, guys, I've been tangling with my old adversary, Chase Bank, again. Yeah, you probably got a story there, right? $12 a month for my free checking account. Not on my watch, you know. I called them up. I was like, hey, I thought this was a free checking account there. They're like, oh, yeah, it used to be. Now we changed it. Now it's the Chase Freedom Checking. So now we had the freedom to charge you $12 a month. I don't know about that. You know, they're like, how about you cancel my checking account? What do you think? You know, they're like, no way. Well, let's not get radical here. Listen, it's a new fee. So this month we'll reverse it for you. But then next month you got to pay it. And I said, okay. So I've been calling them every month for the last 3 years. Yeah, and I have a pretty persuasive argument, you know. Yep, it's me again, Alden. I know this phone call is being recorded from both ends. I literally have nothing to do today. Got my phone plugged into the wall there. Just go ahead and hit the button that says I get the $12 back. It's not your $12. What do you care? You know, just go ahead and give it to me. Yeah. And then sometimes they will put you on hold. That's when I engage in my other little hobby, because I'm a level 7 local guide on Google Maps, and I only rate one business, guys. Chase Bank branches. I've rated thousands of Chase Bank branches, some of which I'd never even stepped foot in. And they all say the same thing. $12 a month? No. They know what it means. Well, let me give you guys a pro tip. If you want to get into the rating game, you can rate the branch and the ATM separately. Did you guys know that? Yeah, there you go. People are like, well, why would you even do that? A lot of people don't know you can rate the ATMs. So there's like 500 Chase ATMs around Texas that just have my rating. 1 star. $12 a month? No. They're going to see it my way. You know. And they did. They stopped charging me for like 6 months. And they started up again like I wouldn't notice. I'm like, well, now what? You know, they're not getting the message. You know? So anyways, I decided what I'd do is I'd go to the Chase Bank across the street from my apartment and start taking their pens. How much do you guys think $12 worth of pens is? Like $100? Like 100 pens? Like 100, 200 pens? What do you think? I don't know. It's hard to know, but I just go in there. You know, again, I don't have any reason to be in the bank. You know, I do all my stuff on my phone, you know, so I go in there, I talk to the teller, and I go, how's the balance on my checking account? Still 0? Great. And then I start taking the pens, okay? And they can't really stop you, you see. They're really actually pretty nice. I mean, you know, I don't know if you've ever written with these Chase pens, but they're kind of... I mean, I've sometimes taken 5 or 6 in a shot, and they're just like, well, what are you going to... I guess we can't really... I mean, he's a valued customer. We can't really be telling him anything. So, yeah, that's about 3 days' worth of pens there. So, yeah. Guys, I'll be selling these after the show. If you'd like to help me with a little gas money and you want to fight the man here, yeah, $1 a pen. I'll do 3 for $2. How about that, guys? All right, well, I got one more for you, and I'm going to get the hell out of here and eat my delicious hot chicken sandwich. Oh, my gosh. This place has everything. You guys are so lucky to be here, I'm telling you. Anyways, yeah, I had a screw in one of my tires, you know, so I had to go over to Discount Tire and get it replaced. And so I go up to the guy, and I'm like, hey, my tire's screwed. He's like, what, do you got, low tread or something? I was like, nope, there's a screw in it. And he goes, okay, let me take a look at the tire and see if that's the problem. Well, I'm not a tire professional, but, you know, I have a hypothesis, but I'll let you do your job, you know what I mean? So he gets out his tool, which is like the spray bottle you might use to discipline your cat. And he sprays on the screw there, and he goes, yup, it's the screw. Good. Glad we're all on the same page with that, you know. Okay, well, what kind of tire do you want? I was like, I don't know, something that fits on the car would be good. Do you have it in black? I'm like, what's this gonna cost? You know, he's like, oh man, well, we got these ones for 70, we got these ones for 139. You know, I go, oh, okay, well, what's the difference? He's like, well, I'm paid on commission, so I like the 139 one. I was like, just get something on there, you know. That's when he hits me with his pitch. Listen, do you want tire insurance? 15 more. If this ever happens again, it's all covered. And I was like, might be nice to have some part of the car insured. I don't have car insurance, I don't have health insurance, but I got this tire insurance. Not all the tires, mind you, just the new ones. So again, if I get in an accident, it's all covered, as long as I hit the passenger front tire. So, well, anyways, I've been Alden Schaub. Thank you so much for having me.